Ron? Where are you? Where is Ron right now? You done messed up, Ron!
Ron is here. Welcome back, everyone, for more SPTV, where every day is a great day not to be in a cult, and every day is one step closer to the total demise of Scientology. So welcome back, everybody. We are talking about Scientologists caught by the police stealing. This doesn't happen very often because Scientologists are very good at covering up their own crimes. It's against the rules in Scientology to ever involve the police in any matters concerning Scientologists. They'll call the police on anyone else, at the drop of a hat. But so what are we talking about? Guys, Clearwater, Florida. In Clearwater, Florida, Scientology has a problem. That problem is called Mark Bunker. Mark Bunker is one of the OGs, anti-Scientology activists working on the front lines exposing Scientology fraud and abuse. And 4 years ago, Mark Bunker won a seat on the Clearwater City Council. He's currently running for re-election, and the Scientologists are doing everything they can to make sure he does not win re-election. They underestimated him big time the first time he ran. They've had 4 years to figure out how to defeat him. And Mark Bunker's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. He's got a very good chance of winning re-election. Okay, so anyway, the Scientologists just couldn't help themselves. They just couldn't help themselves. They had to run around and go and steal as many of Mark Bunker's campaign signs as possible. And this was caught on video. And the Tampa Bay Times did an article about it today, explaining how the police actually caught these guys, found them, interviewed them, and they all admitted to being Scientologists and that they were stealing Mark Bunker's campaign signs because he is an anti-Scientologist. It doesn't get much better than this, folks. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is from the Tampa Bay Times. Scientologists stole Clearwater City Council members' campaign signs. Police say 2 church members, Scientologists, caught on video, told police they lifted the signs because Mark Bunker, who was running for re-election, is an anti-Scientologist. Okay, now this article actually does not name the 2 Scientologists. Don't worry, guys. That's my job. I'm going to name names. But this seems like as good a time as any to show you guys Mark Bunker's campaign website. This is markbunker2024.com. I'm going to show the banner here real quick. We only have 7 more days to collect any last-minute donations for the campaign to be used for robocalls, social media. They have like a campaign text system and there's 3 additional mailers that are scheduled. Only 7 more days to collect as much last-minute funds as we can. And the election is in 12 days. In 12 days, David Miscavige could suffer one of the biggest embarrassments he's ever suffered in Clearwater, Florida. So please visit markbunker2024.com, and that is what it will look like. And you'll see the donate button right there. Okay, so now they just showed a little video, but instead of here's the video of these guys being caught on camera. Check this out.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
We have Sean Allen driving the truck and Chris Morphopoulos stealing the signs. There he goes. Oh, gotcha. Got you on camera. Go ahead, get that other one. This is on Palmetto Street in Clearwater, Florida. Oh, better run. Run. Got you on camera anyway. Yeah, not very exciting video, but video nonetheless. Okay, so back to the article. Okay, stealing campaign signs is a common offense during election season, but rarely are suspects caught and compelled to tell the authorities why they did it. That's what happened on March 1st when 2 Scientology members admitted to Clearwater police that in one night they took some 25 campaign signs promoting City Council member Mark Bunker, who was running for re-election. Officers questioned the men after a doorbell camera captured one of them driving a white pickup truck on Palmetto Street after midnight on February 11, while the other jumped out and took a Bunker sign from a yard. The 2 men, who are in their 30s, told police that they were members of Scientology. One said he learned on social media that Bunker was an anti-Scientologist and took offense, so he convinced his friend to drive throughout the city and steal their signs together. Bunker, a longtime critic of Scientology, was elected to seat 2 in 2020 on a platform that included condemning Scientology's control of large swaths of downtown real estate. In his bid for a second term in the March 19 election, he faces a challenge from Ryan Cotton and marketing executive Mike Mastrisario. Guys, I can tell you from inside knowledge that Mike Mastrisario is the one all Scientologists are being told to vote for. Okay, which is weird because Mike has made some strong comments against Scientology, but in my opinion, he's doing that to get as much of the vote as possible, whereas behind the scenes, Scientology knows he's going to treat him quite nicely. Okay, the police did not file the misdemeanor petty theft. Is that a typo or is petit theft a real thing? Petite theft? I feel like I'm being punked here. I'm going to choose to go with petty theft until corrected otherwise. Okay, police did not file the misdemeanor petty theft charges. They were investigating because Mark Bunker said he did not want to prosecute. Mark Bunker's a nice big teddy bear, you guys. He doesn't want to be heavy-handed. He wants to show them that he can be kind. Mark Bunker reported the theft to the police last month and provided the security camera footage from a supporter's home because he wanted to know who was doing it and why. The Tampa Bay Times is not naming the two men because they were not charged. Okay, well, that's why they're not naming them. But you guys know I named them, and I will name them again. I'm going to show you guys who they are. Okay, Mark Bunker says they are probably not bad people. They just have been told that anybody who says something negative about Scientology is a criminal. They don't know me. They've probably never heard anything I've said or seen any of the interviews I've done with people who have been victims of Scientology. In a statement to the Tampa Bay Times, Scientology spokesperson Ben Shaw said the church does not comment on elections or candidates. Yeah, that's because your tax-exempt status would be revoked if you did, but that doesn't keep you from holding private, confidential meetings in the crystal ballroom of the Fort Harrison Hotel and telling everybody exactly who to vote for because you're criminals and you break the law whenever you can. All righty then. This is not a church matter, and it is not something we are aware of, Ben Shaw said. Any attempts to involve the church is simply a continuation of your anti-religious propaganda. My pearls. Holy Jesus. All right, coming in hot. Bunker said he began noticing dozens of his signs disappearing from yards and streets earlier this year. His supporters also reported to him that signs were stolen from their homes and businesses, and one provided the video footage from her Ring doorbell camera captured on February 11th. Guys, I had 3 Mark Bunker signs in my front yard. They're gone. Luckily, I have 2 more that I'll be putting back out there. Okay, police traced the registration of the truck in the footage and on March 1st visited the owner, who was the father of one of the suspects. Oh, that's cute. They took daddy's truck. The father said he had no knowledge of the stolen signs, and his son is the only other person who drives his truck. His daughter-in-law, who was also present, called her husband at work. I'm going to show you guys where he works. While talking to the officers on speakerphone, the suspect, a lifelong Scientology parishioner, stated he did it because he didn't want Bunker to become mayor. Little does he know, Mark Bunker's not running for mayor. Oopsie. They've never been accused of being the most well-informed constituency. Okay, Bunker is running for a council seat, not the mayoral seat. He said he and his friend drove around between 11 p.m. on February 10th and 1:30 a.m. My goodness, 2.5 hours. And took 25 signs and threw them in the trash. An officer also called the second man, a Scientologist of 12 years, who admitted to the theft due to Bunker being anti-Scientology. I strongly encouraged both parties to avoid such activity in the future, and both stated that they would. Okay, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. We don't need to read this. Master Serio. Yeah, there you go. Now, guys, I'm going to need some of you under the radar Scientology folks to help me out with something. The 2 Scientologists implicated in this were Sean Allen and Chris Morphopoulos, both identified as being in their 30s. Now, this handsome devil is Chris Morphopoulos. Now, Morphopoulos is a very popular name in Scientology because of Paris Morphopoulos. Paris Morphopoulos owns a store in downtown Clearwater that's been there for generations called the One Stop Shop. He is also a very disgusting creature who has been mercilessly trolling and harassing Mark Bunker for a couple decades. And one of the most famous incidences with Paris Morphopoulos is right here. This was 24 years ago. Check this out.
Until you lose some weight, get the hell away from me.
This is Paris Morphopoulos in front of the camera talking to Mark Bunker, who is behind the camera.
You know? Are you on your 50 Twinkie a day habit now or what? If you can't control your eating habits, Mark, what about your sexual habits? Where do they run to? Small children?
Jesus.
Right? Animals? What is it? Small barnyard animals? What does it for you? Little boys? I told you I don't want to be videotaped by you.
Then why approach me on a public street?
Because I want you to get the hell out of here.
Wow. Okay. Now, the reason I'm showing you that is I'm a little confused. I already know that in the article, the person identified as having been a lifelong Scientologist is Sean Allen's father, David Allen. And Sean Allen is someone who was born and raised in Scientology. But Chris Morphopoulos is identified as someone who's only been in Scientology for 12 years. Could there really be a Morphopoulos in Scientology that's not related to Paris Morphopoulos? If any of you guys knows the relation or lack thereof between Chris Morphopoulos and Paris Morphopoulos, give me that info in the comments section down below or in the live chat, or email me at growingupinscientology@gmail.com, because I'm honestly confused. So, okay, back to this tab. So we have Chris Morphopoulos here, who says he works as a training consultant at SCS Cloud in Tampa, Florida. That's really all his thing says. Okay, then we have, and I'm almost positive this is the right individual, and I'll explain why. We have Sean Allen, Director of Personnel at Consumer Sales Solutions. Now, Consumer Sales Solutions is a Scientologist-run business. Sean Allen's LinkedIn profile says basically nothing. But when we go to the president of Consumer Sales Solutions, we find Jim Bridgeforth, a famous local Scientologist who's given tens of millions of dollars to Scientology, to the best of my knowledge. Now, so that's, his LinkedIn profile does not link to the company's website. But when you go to the company's LinkedIn profile, it does link to the company's website. The problem is the company's website is blank. And I know you guys probably can't see this because of how I'm sharing my Google Chrome tabs, but it's funny. The website is supposed to be for Consumer Sales Solutions. But when I pull up the website, the Google Chrome tab says that it's the website for American Power and Gas. Oopsie, that seems to be a problem. When we go to the website American Power and Gas, I happen to know from personal knowledge, it's another Scientologist-run company. Who do we have on the front page but Grant Cardone, the internet's most famous Scientologist, fake billionaire, con man, and recruiter for an international human trafficking cult. So we basically have all these connections to Scientology, Scientologists, Scientologist-run businesses. And I guess maybe the reason why the company's website is down is because their director of personnel was just reported in the Tampa Bay Times for stealing Mark Bunker's campaign signs. That's just my guess. I could be wrong. What do I know, guys? I grew up in a cult, as you guys all know. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening right now. I have no less than 2 more videos I'm going to do. I'm going to break all the new developments up into separate videos. It's already 7:30, but I'm going to do at least 2 more videos for the rest of the night. So stay tuned for that, guys. Let's see. What do we have in the way of comments here? Okay, Judy, you got this, says, I'm going to be going live at the top of the hour to tell my small audience about good auditing of Scientology. New topic for us. Okay, very cool. Casey Cat says, I will start uploading videos from the Kansas City org on my new channel with @ in front. Oh, so at Casey, at Kansas City Scientology Audit next week until I have enough subs to go live. All right, guys. Well, hey, anyone looking for more SPTV channels to subscribe to, check out Casey Cat at Kansas City Scientology Audit. Amazing. Oh, Casey Cat's back with some more. At one point, I will wear my inflatable yellow ducky suit to protest in Kansas City in honor of ducky hunters and Laura FM. That is truly incredible. Okay, I didn't have Barb in the back office starring comments, so I don't have anything else ready to go. But let me really quick just see. Guys, let me, okay, give me a sec here. You guys know how much I get in a rush. And Jeanette says, it's interesting. I get Twitter notifications that you're going live, but not YouTube notifications. That's incredible. I do stream all my live streams. I do stream simultaneously to Twitter and to my Facebook page. Notifications on YouTube have just been a huge problem lately. I can tell people, if you're used to doing live streams all the time, you can tell that if there's usually 300 people waiting for a video to start because notifications go out. And sometimes there's like 30, 40, 50, 60. And that's purely because YouTube's doing some weird stuff with notifications. Sometimes it's even a problem with StreamYard. StreamYard is actually the streaming platform that I use, which streams to YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. But either way, yeah, notifications are a problem, guys. Let's see. By the way, hello to all the new channel members. I'm going to be doing some members only content sometime soon in the next few days, and I'll figure. I gotta figure out exactly. I'm gonna learn as I go here, but I think we've got about 220 channel members in the last week, and thank you guys. Let's see. Oracle 1, Scientology can't get out of their own way. No, they certainly can't. Jen Chiswick or Sissick, good evening, Aaron. Good evening, Jen. Great to see you. And let's see, what do we got? All right. Too much dead air is killing me, you guys. So I hide this. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me, however briefly this afternoon or this evening. Stay tuned for the videos later this evening, but you might have to check back because you might not get any notifications. Thank you, as always, to everyone who watches until the very end, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe